These are true stories from the hidden corners of the internet. This is Sec Byte News. Learn from these 5 stories to elevate your online security culture. 2006 House of Commons cyber attack. In 2006, a major cyber attack shut down the House of Commons computer system, which was suspected to be the work of Chinese hackers. This incident highlighted serious vulnerabilities in government network security and underscored the potential national security risks posed by cyber attacks. Following the breach, the UK government took several steps to bolster cybersecurity, enhance security controls, implementing firewalls and intrusion detection systems, advanced detection systems, introducing intrusion prevention systems, IPS, and security information and event management, SEM systems, to better detect and respond to threats. Incident response plans, creating strategies to address cyber incidents promptly and effectively. Personnel training, educating government employees on recognizing and responding to cyber threats. Improved cybersecurity technologies, using advanced technologies like next-generation firewalls, network segmentation, and encryption to safeguard sensitive information. This incident was a significant milestone for the UK's cyber defense strategy and served as a critical reminder to other nations of the importance of robust cybersecurity measures. 2007 Pentagon Joint Strike Fighter Project breach. In 2007, Chinese hackers infiltrated the Pentagon's Joint Strike Fighter (JSF) project, stealing crucial data related to the F-35 fighter jet. The F-35, a key project for the US military, is a 5th-generation, single-seat, single-engine, all-weather stealth multi-role fighter designed for various missions. The hackers gained access through spear phishing emails, installing malware to penetrate the network, and used advanced persistent threat (APT) tactics to maintain long-term access and steal data over an extended period. In response, the US government enhanced its cybersecurity efforts, with the Pentagon implementing stricter security measures to prevent future breaches. This breach underscored the critical role of cybersecurity in protecting military technology and sensitive information. April 2007 Bureau of Industry and Security breach. In April 2007, the Department of Commerce's Bureau of Industry and Security, BIS, had to take its networks offline for several months following a cyber attack by unidentified foreign intruders. The BIS handles sensitive information regarding high-tech exports, making it a prime target for foreign adversaries. Attackers likely used spear phishing and APT tactics to gain and maintain access to the network, resulting in the theft of significant amounts of data before the breach was discovered. This incident significantly disrupted BIS operations and emphasized the need for strong cybersecurity to protect critical infrastructure. May 2007 National Defense University email system breach. In May 2007, the National Defense University, or NDU, had to disable its email systems due to a cyber attack by unknown foreign intruders who installed spyware on the system. NDU, which educates senior military and civilian leaders, became a valuable target for those seeking sensitive information. The attackers employed spear phishing and advanced persistent threat tactics to infiltrate and maintain access to the email systems, allowing them to steal substantial amounts of data before detection. This breach disrupted NDU's operations and highlighted the critical need for robust cybersecurity measures in educational institutions involved in national defense. May 2007 Estonian government network cyber attack. In the spring of 2007, Estonia faced a 22-day cyber attack campaign, which coincided with a political conflict with Russia over the relocation of a Soviet-era monument in Tallinn. Although the attacks were more akin to cyber riots than crippling assaults, they generated significant concern in cyber-dependent nations like the United States. This analysis relies on qualitative methods to explain the attacks. The trigger. The cyber assaults were triggered by the Estonian government's decision to move a Soviet troop monument from a central intersection in Tallinn to a nearby military cemetery. Originally erected in 1947, the monument had become a source of tension, symbolizing liberation to the local Russian minority and oppression to Estonians. The decision to relocate the monument led to peaceful protests during the day and violent riots by night on April 26, 2007. The next day, cyber attacks began targeting Estonian internet-facing systems, lasting 22 days. These attacks, unprecedented in size and variety for Estonia, had a substantial impact on public digital services and posed a national security threat. The nature of the attacks. Between April 27 and May 18, 2007, the attacks evolved in focus, method, and volume, but were primarily linked to the monument relocation event. Key observations include: the majority of malicious traffic came from outside Estonia, prompting some banks to temporarily restrict foreign traffic while maintaining local access. Many of the attacks were politically motivated, with clear indications of Russian language and background. Instructions for the attacks were distributed on Russian language forums and websites detailing how to execute the attacks. The attacks were mainly denial of service, or DOS, or distributed denial of service, DDoS, attacks employing methods such as ping floods, UDP floods, malformed web queries, and email spam. Some sophisticated attempts to hack systems using SQL injection were also observed. The targeted systems included web servers, email servers, DNS servers, and routers, affecting government websites, banks, ISPs, online media, small businesses, and local government sites. Key dates and events. May 9th, an important date for Russians commemorating victory over Nazi Germany, saw a surge in attack activity, starting on May 8th, suggesting coordination from Moscow time. Estonian State Procurature findings, January 2008. Only one individual, Dmitry Galuskevitz, a 20-year-old student, was convicted for organizing a DDoS attack on a political party's website. His conviction was possible because he operated within Estonia. Estonia requested assistance from Russia in tracking down attackers, but received no cooperation, indicating a lack of interest from Russian authorities in identifying the perpetrators. The diverse nature and volume of the attacks indicate involvement from many individuals. The attacks were described in detail on Russian language forums, making participation accessible to people with varying skill levels. Political motivations were evident, with encouragement from high-ranking Russian officials. Despite Russian government denials of direct involvement, their inaction to stop the attacks and hostile rhetoric imply implicit state support. Hypotheses on the attack's origins. Information operation. The attacks might have been part of a larger political strategy to unite Russians against a common enemy, destabilize Estonia, or test cyber warfare tactics. This hypothesis is plausible given the coordinated nature of the attacks. False flag operation. This theory suggests the attacks were designed to appear as if they originated from Russia. However, it fails to explain the hostile statements from Russian officials and lack of cooperation, making it implausible. Grassroots response. This theory posits the attacks were a spontaneous international protest against Estonian policies. While it explains the absence of an organizing entity, it is undermined by evidence of state involvement, making it implausible. Lessons learned. Cyber attacks are becoming increasingly common and dangerous in modern conflicts. Any country with a developed network infrastructure is vulnerable. Organizing cyber attacks requires minimal effort, while defending against them is challenging. The global nature of the internet complicates attribution and justice, as attacks can be routed through uncooperative countries. The militarization of cyberspace poses new threats, with potential devastating impacts on national security. Countries must recognize the evolving nature of cyber threats and prioritize robust cybersecurity measures to protect critical infrastructure and ensure national security. Thank you for listening. Please like and subscribe. More stories are coming.